Hi, second graders. We are going to continue reading and talking about heroes, people who make a difference in someone's life. That could be you, that could be someone you know. I'm going to share about someone you might be familiar with already. Her name was Rosa Parks, and she was an ordinary person just like you and me who stood up for what she believed in and made a difference in the world. So on the back, it says, Rosa Parks believed in herself and worked hard to succeed from the time she was a girl. Read about Rosa, a young woman who helped challenge history when she fought for Black people's equal rights. So let's read about Rosa Parks. This biography is by Courtney Baker, illustrated by Robert Hunt. Rosa Louise Macaulay was born on February 4th, 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama. There were laws that kept Black people and white people apart when Rosa was growing up. They were called segregation laws. These laws said that Black people and white people could not go to the same schools. They could not even drink from the same water fountains. It's really sad. You can see it says white people and then it says colored people. The laws were not fair to Black people. Schools that the Black children went to did not have the books they needed. Rosa's mother wanted her to have a good education. She sent Rosa to a special school in Montgomery, Alabama. Rosa had to leave home to go to school. She had to work to pay for her education. She did her best. Rosa learned an important lesson. She expected people to treat her well. We always talk about that lesson, treat others as you would want to be treated. Rosa met a man named Raymond Parks a few years later. They became friends. They talked about how much they disliked segregation. Rosa and Raymond were soon married. Raymond belonged to a group that was trying to change the segregation laws. Rosa also wanted to change the laws. She joined the group too. Black people had to take a hard test before they could vote. The test was not fair. Rosa helped people pass the test. So even her small act of kindness made a difference in these people's lives. And to them, she was their hero. Rosa also wanted to help change another law too. This law said that a Black person had to give up his or her seat on a bus if a white person did not have one. Rosa thought that this law was wrong. Rosa rode the bus every day. One day, she did something very brave. When Rosa left work, she was happy to find a seat on the bus. The bus driver told Rosa to give up her seat. A white man was standing in the crowded bus. So what do you think she did? Many of you probably already know. Rosa was tired of being pushed around because she was Black. No, she said. Well, then I'm going to have to call the police, the bus driver shouted. Rosa was not afraid. She knew she was doing the right thing. It's sad that a simple act of just keeping her own seat was against the law. No one could believe that Rosa Parks was in jail. She was such a kind person. Black people in Montgomery became angry. They wanted to make people understand that the bus laws were wrong. So just because something is the law doesn't make it right, doesn't make it fair. The Black people had an idea. They stopped riding the buses for more than a year. Black people in other Alabama cities stopped riding buses too. Martin Luther King Jr. gave speeches about Rosa and the segregation laws. Rosa and the group went to court. They had to make the judge understand that Blacks had the right to sit where they wanted on the bus. The case went to the Supreme Court. This is the highest court in the United States. The Supreme Court decided that Rosa and the others were right. The laws were changed in all of the states. So just imagine her one brave act of refusing to get off of the bus out of her seat helped to change the laws for everybody to make them more fair. It's pretty awesome. Rosa Parks proved that if you believe in yourself, you can make a difference in the world. So I just love the lessons that you can learn from her biography. You can make a difference in the world. You can show kindness. She didn't do anything to hurt anyone. She didn't fight. She wasn't disrespectful. And she made a huge difference. And you can do that too in small ways in your community or at home or with your friends. And it's a really good feeling. So I hope you enjoyed learning about Rosa Parks today, and we will continue learning about more important people in history next week as well.